There we go. Oh, excuse me, heavens. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you had a good day yesterday. I have today off, and thankfully, I don't have to drive to school. However, there is a homework assignment I really need to get done. It's due on Friday, but this is definitely not an assignment you can just wait till the last minute. But I still got time to stream. Dang, I need a haircut. Okie dokie. We're here. Let's go to the baths and wrap up that story. I can see you're wondering why we're heading back to Isla Baines. I caught wind that the great Cagliostro's holding a mediumistic seance there. Spiritualists attract stooges like flies to honey. We'd be foolish to pass up the opportunity. We have a meeting with the Baron who is attending the event. Hopefully Colonel Gabriel is otherwise engaged. Now we should take advantage of the setting for our trick. Seances are... how to say this? Yes, I know some very talented tricksters who use all sorts of sound and light. I know. We will use the darkness to our advantage. We will mark the back of the cars with this brush I pinched from Materius Bell's workshop. A light mark that no one will see except us, because we will know where to look. Listen closely, lad. I need you to build up a knowledge of the high cards in my opponent's hand whilst you force low cards upon them. This will lead to such a conclusive victory that our mark will swear a spectre is influencing the game. First up, our new technique, the painter. Oh, excuse me. When the game begins, I'll slip a deck in your pocket and find a way to excuse from the table. It's a seance. I'm supposed to read incense and other fumes. It can make you queasy. Once you're alone, you'll be getting creative. Using the paintbrush, mark a handful of high cards in the pack. You can ignore the suits, but make sure you find a way to differentiate between the values. That's up to you. You'll be the one decrypting it later. I can propose a system if you like. Sure, why not? Excuse me. Ace is the strongest value, so I'll give it the top slot. Then I'll mark the rest of the cards and setting values move clockwise around the points. Ace, Queen, Jack. Ace, King, Queen, Jack. This system has always worked for me. Do what you will with it. Are you ready to have a go painting some cards? Mark 6 high value cards for yourself. Oh, I have to hit right? Weird. Okay. Let me get an ace in there. Alright, to move on. Having marked some cards, you return to the table and revisit our old friend's sticky hand. Only this time you'll find a card for our opponent, so pick up a nice low one. Nicely done. This low card will now go to the top of your deck. Our cards are prepared, it's time to deal them out. Starting with that low top card you just palmed, go ahead and deal it to your target. He's the one sat to your left. That's it. Find a nice rhythm as you deal, otherwise you'll look suspicious. Let's resume. But oh, what's this? It's one of the high cards you marked, and you're about to deal it to your target. Oh, I see, in the bottom left of the card. Thanks to your painting, you should know its exact value. It's a jack. Keep an eye out for any other high value cards you deal to your opponent. You'll be signaling the highest one to me afterwards. Have a go now. You have a queen. Alright, now you put it all together. He is a king. I'm good. I must say, another trip to the past is a welcome respite. I can tell that you're starting to look like the finer things in life, too. Don't act coy. You're a dandy in training. Well, son, how does it look? Glad to know. I would hate to encounter our good friend the Colonel again. We almost got caught last time. But what happened here? Where is everyone? Mammy, wait, don't run. That was a disaster, France, an utter calamity. What did you expect? You asked me to hypnotize the Baron, and that is what I did. I only needed him to enter a quiet trance and tell us about his departed wife. I didn't need him to impersonate Beelzebub and attempt to eat the hearts of my audience. It's not my fault if my art stirs the most powerful feelings known to man. Oh, for heaven's sake, spare me the rhetoric. Sir, pardon my intrusion. Are you the great Cagliostro? I am indeed. Are you here for the seance? I'm afraid it's over now. My guests are all gone. That is too bad. I arranged a game of cards with one of your guests, the Baron. I'm afraid the Baron is indisposed at the moment. Indigestion, most probably. Don't you want to play this game with us instead? I'm not sure. A game of cards is providential means to read the destinies of men. That's it. We shall play now. What is it, son? The fumes? Is that it? Gentlemen, will you use my son for this round? He's got a weak head. The young and their weak heads. That's no problem at all. Do you mind refilling my glass before you go? Alright, let's go. Welcome back, Eugene. Since you're standing, do you mind serving me more wine? He has a queen. He has a king. Damn, he has a good hand. What the hell? I'm flabbergasted. You are what? Flabbergasted. It's a word I just invented. What a hand. You are a lucky bastard. I must say, I was not expecting this outcome. The fates are not on your side today. Well, that was a disaster. I am but a toy in the hands of capricious forces. I must leave now and meditate. Great game, my friend. You did well. Let's find our next move. Pretty simple. But you do that all just learn the technique of the paintbrush. Alright, let's read the description for that. Our return to the past was far more eventful than anticipated. The Count assumed we would have easy pickings, but instead we were met by fellow vultures, two spiritualists named Cagliostro and Mesmer. Alright. It seems like the theater is just a way to make more money, but we already have good money right now. We can just progress the story. Schloss is favored in Germany or a gambling house. Let's do the gambling house. We're heading to Bern. A new gambling house just opened there. I happen to know the owner, John Law de Lauriston. We'll be up against the gambling royalty. These are dangerous waters, so we'll keep things safe and simple. We shall repeat the tobacco box trick we used on Ravenel's ship to Corsica. Yep, we've done this with a shimmer glimpse. Pinch and drop. Oh, well, if that's what we did before, then yeah, we're good. The Comte de Saint-Germain. You're here, in my casino. You, here, in my casino? I couldn't miss the opportunity of visiting your new endeavor. We have a few players today that would love to play against you. Like Mr. Lustig here behind me. My pleasure. Please, have a seat. I am your humble servant, Mr. Lustig. I look forward to this game. Beware, young man. I don't know what game your master is playing, but I will watch you. Queen of Diamonds. Queen of Hearts. Queen of Hearts. Damn, 3 queens. What the hell? No. Something wrong, Mr. Lustig? Chances of fickle muse. Shall we use a new deck, maybe? Of course. Ace of spades. In that case, I don't need another rest. Lost? A loss? I'm quite taken aback. The poor boy is shocked too. Go take a walk, lad. Pour me a glass before you leave, won't you? That's the last of the wine? Go get us a new bottle while you're away. These aren't our cards. Go examine the deck. I'm certain it's been tampered with. You know, back when I was serving as a general in the military, we used to always say that a signal system was only as strong as the memory of the soldiers. After all, it only takes one bad apple to spoil the barrel. I'm not sure I understand why you're telling us this, or why you must shout while it's doing so. My apologies, I often rely on metaphor to paint a clear picture. Where's the wine? I see the plan. Ah, you're back with the wine. Pour me a glass, lad. Ace of spades. I don't need another rest then. Nope. Kinda froze there for a bit. There we go. Thank you, Mr. Lustig. It is a very informative game. I can still play, No, I don't think you can, Mr. Lustig. You should leave now. John, I'm disappointed. You put us against a cheat. The cards were marked. A match made in heaven. Now out with you. This is a respectable house. We visited Bern, a charming city full of bright cheats and gamblers. The Count is infuriated because the owner of the gambling house, John Law, put us against another cheat, Victor Lustig. I found it thrilling. We failed on the top after all. We are unstoppable. Schloss's favorite. We're leaving France. It's time for us to lay low. McGregor will have a hard time tracking us in Germany, especially at the Shalash's favorite. The what? It's the perfect place for you to learn how to blend in with high society, that's what. Frederick von Württemberg, our host, is incredibly jealous of his cousin, Louis XV. Some say he's keeping a court more refined than Versailles. Of course, you cannot enter society as, well, yourself. Meaning you need a disguise. I will introduce you as Madame de Saint-Verlaine, a widow taking a vow of silence after the tragic loss of her husband. What is it? Hope you're not one of these small fools who feel threatened by the idea of wearing a gown. It's the age of enlightenment, my friend. However, your disguise isn't just for fun. You see, dressing as a woman means we can use some novel techniques in our strategy. You're going to be using 2 different methods to tell me as much as possible about my opponent's hand. Both are signals of a sort. Step 1, we will require more active meddling. Step 2 is a little more passive. When combined, I will be given a significant edge on my opponent. Listen carefully, lad. First off, I'll slip a deck into your pocket and find a way to excuse you from the table. Once you're alone, you're going to be getting creative with the paintbrush again. Although this time you'll be working strictly on my terms. It's crucial that I'm able to identify my opponent's strong cards during the game. I've created a simple system. Listen closely. Now the 8 of the strongest cards, so naturally goes in the top slot. Mark the rest of the high cards in descending value as you move clockwise around the points, which we've done already. With the painting, it's time to move on to the second, the most important part of our plan. The indiscreet part. You need to find a way for you to casually steal a glance at... a mirror. A mirror. Yes. Yes, of course. That's obviously what I was about to suggest. Observe and signal me to our opponent's strongest suit whilst pretending to preen yourself. Get a good look at our opponent's cards in the mirror. Make sure to memorize the number of cards of their strongest suit. 3 diamonds. Follow this up by signaling me the opponent's strongest suit with your fan. Let me go however fan signaling works now. To the degree to which you open your fan will tell me the opponent's strongest suit. Close, open the fan just a little. Forest, make sure it's half open. Spade should be nearly fully open. To signal diamonds, open the fan completely. The number of times you fan yourself will signal how many cards of the strongest suit in our opponent's hand. Now have to go swiping my opponent's card before signaling the strongest suit. Here we go. 3 diamonds. I'm good. Frederick, Comte von Saint-Germain, vous aussi? Yes, my friend. I don't know how you say that. Such a long time since Versailles. You know, the only thing I miss from that time is our card games. Such passion in your style, dear Comte. We should play, in memory of Versailles. But first, let me introduce you to my protege, dear Graciela. Please, come. Madame de Saint-Verlaine, please allow me to present to you the Duke Frederick von Württemberg. Your servant, madame. Graciela made a vow to stay silent for 10 years. Her husband was in the army. A gruesome story I dare not to tell you. Please, dear Comte, don't accept our guest. Let's enjoy the evening instead. Madame, are you joining us at the table? Alas, Graciela will just observe this game. The poor lamb never gets the rules right. We're missing a player then. Let me see. Julie? Julie, are you joining us? With supreme pleasure. Hey. It's Julie. We met her earlier. Comte de Saint Germain. We meet again. Julie d'Albany? I didn't expect to meet you here. I thought we would meet in Paris. You are not difficult to track. St. George has told me about your little excursion in Corsica. I'm sorry about Sophie. Let's play, Comte. The grief might give me an edge in the game. My dear, do you mind getting another bottle for me? Before Madame d'Albany's grief steals the table, would you please kind of fetch us more wine? God, you move so slow in the dress. You're such a pro, Graciela. Please, my glass is empty. How fast do you drink wine? Just to set this all up. Yes, 3 diamonds. Oh, damn it. Please, my friend, feminine ears are listening. Oh my god, why is it so far away? Spades. You're a skilled player, Comte. I should know. What a reckless creature you are, Comte. I give up. Comte, I don't know if you play like a gentleman or like a scoundrel. I would like to know. If my methods are skewed, rest assured, madam, that my motives are pure. You know, it's a relief to finally understand Sophie's death. But it's a puzzlement to hear about an unexpected grandson. Come here, you. I want to see your face. A widow? Only a man can be fooled by such a disguise. Come to Paris. I can teach you a few tricks of my own. Truthfully, I do not know if you are my grandson, but you have Sophie's eyes. Our intention was to lie low in Germany, but it wasn't long until we crossed paths with a familiar face, Julie d'Albany. I felt embarrassed by my widow disguise when speaking to her, considering the news of Sophie's fate. But then again, might it be appropriate for me to grieve the very same person? We can go back to the gambling house. We can go to Chateau de Moral. 270 minimum bet. What the hell? Let's go to the chateau. We're now heading towards the Chateau de Moral in Gimeu. I expect we'll find a way to get to Versailles from there. I must warn you, Gimmuil is a surprising place. It's... What is happening outside? We're not on the road anymore. The horses are bolting. Quick, jump! Finally. You made a fool of me. Now you will pay your debt with your... Thanks. Don't you think about running. Hands up! I will deal with you first. Any final words? What? Do you wish to duel? Give me one good reason to do that. You want a chance to live? You just gave me a brilliant idea. Take a coin. Heads, we duel. Tails, I shoot you right away. Throw. Heads. Well, it seems it's your lucky day. Take this gun. Now throw that coin again and see who shoots first. Heads, I shoot first. Tails, you do. Tails. How is that possible? I'm dying. You two, stop drooling in the background. Arrest this man. He tried to kill me. What even happened? Like, how did you botch that? Shh, not too loud. Our hero is despairing in the Gao of Toulouse. Surprised, he hears a whisper, a familiar voice. Aurelio. His good friend Aurelio is hiding in the corner of the cell. Hey! Poor lamb. The Comte has left you in a dire situation. Colonel Gabriel is a drunk as well as a fool. He lacks the wit to have trapped you by chance. MacGregor's behind this. In fact, he's entering the prison courtyard as we speak. I suggest we don't dwell here for too long. What door? Aurelio, did you find... I've got him, Comte. Eugene, I thought I lost you for a while. Wait, is he angry with me? So very, very angry, my dear Comte. You left him to hang, but it will pass. I see Aurelio bribed the right guard. I'm glad you're safe. The Comte was in quite the panic. It's becoming too dangerous for you to wander around with your gains in your pocket. Imagine if the Gaoler had found your purse. You should consider leaving some of your coins here in the camp. We will protect it. The Comte has agreed to donate $290 already. Thank you. This is very generous. This hope has opened a school in Aquitaine. You know, the Comte is right. France will change tremendously in the future. Our little fund will help a lot of people. With this latest donation, you and the Comte have contributed $2,490 money to our cause. In the name of all the people relying on this money, I wanted to thank you. No sooner did I finish my last entry did I have a change in fortune. How long had Rennie been hiding for? How did we leave as if we were in the tavern? No one of curious looks in the carriage could convince him to explain himself. The Comte is repentant, in his own way. I do not care. He hung me out to dry. Well, we can go back to the chateau, but the minimum bet's 270, which we can no longer do. So, to the chateau again. With luck, we will make it to Val Saint Germain without interruption. Chateau de Marais is what happens when a bunch of educated, affluent youth attempt to build a utopia. Meaning? Meaning the experiment quickly turned into a never-ending orgy. Pick your jaw for your ground, lad. You need your wits about you if you're going to win the support of our host. Alright then, pay close attention. I don't expect too much trouble. Our opponents will either be drunk or hungover. They won't notice bent cards, so the crooked card technique will be a solid foundation for our strategy. We'll also use this occasion to develop your dealing technique. But let's not go getting ahead of ourselves. Time for a quick jaunt through the crooked card technique. Remember how attempts you bend high cards backwards after they're puffing their chest with pride? And how you should bend low cards forwards after they're cringing with embarrassment? You'll follow the crooked card with sticky hand. Steal me a high card and place it on top of the deck. Once you perform those first steps, it's time to deal them out. Allow me to introduce you to the second deal technique. Take a look at who you're dealing to first. We don't want to give the top card to our opponent, do we? Instead, deal them the second card from the top. If you're quick, nobody will notice. Another opponent, hold the high card back again. Then time to deal me the high card. Great, I've got the making of a strong hand now. But oh, what's this? Take a look at the next card in the deck. It's been backwards. Remember what that tells us? Good. I must stop patronizing you, but it looks so clueless sometimes. Anyway, go ahead and deal that bent card to the appropriate player. Another high card for me. There's a few cards been forward in the deck. Continue to make sure you benefit me and disadvantage my opponents. Good work. I got all the cards we knew were high and none that we were new or low. Oh, I could have stolen the ace, but it doesn't matter as long as it's a high card. Shit. Let's rehearse it again. There we go. Anton, do you know what I desire? How could you desire anything after such a night of debauchery? I desire a sobering game of cards. It looks like we're lacking lucid players. I saw a young duchess disappear behind a bush a few hours ago. The ugly marquis is still attached to the tree, and the foolish Italian is snoring like a whale. In the bathtub. The rest of the company is oblivious. Maybe we could be of service. Comte Saint Germain, providential alchemist, cunning magician, Casanova, mon ami. What a pleasure to see you again. Please, come sit with your friend. I've always found the taste of defeat curious. Not entirely disagreeable, a bit like whipping. Comte, what a sweet ingenuity you've brought to our table. In matters of cards as in matters of love, there was a time when I must admit defeat. Let the barbarian hordes overwhelm my defenses with grace and submission. My friend, you've lost everything. Certainly not. I had the most exquisite time, thanks to you. The perfect conclusion to a perfect week in Gimui. And a good reminder that I need to go back to Paris. If only to beg money from the Pompadour. How is the king's favorite? Floundering in Versailles as always. A gentle soul trapped in the swamp of court politics. Since you're going back to Paris, do you mind introducing us to Madame de Pompadour? It would be my pleasure. She holds a salon every Thursday in Saint Ouen. Meet me there. Farewell, gentlemen. Alright, at least we got some money. The sights I saw today don't bear recounting. The calm said it's fortunate the pale skin is in fashion, otherwise I may have made our host self-conscious. Our host Casanova has agreed to introduce us to the king's favorite, Madame de Pompadour. And from there... there's the theater, but that's just to make money. So the only place we can go now is just the gambling house. Eugene, I can tell by the look in your face that something is wrong. You don't think it's a good idea to go back to Bern? Well, how is her going to get revenge on Law? Don't worry, we're not going as ourselves this time. We'd never get in. I can make a very convincing duke. Do you have your fan? Excellent. I'll introduce you to my niece, Graciela. Like in Ludwigsburg, you will keep me informed of our opponent's cards. But this time you'll also use a twin deck stack to arrange the deck. You'll make Law think our luck is on his side, before I can exploit his confidence and crush him like the cockroach he is. That's alright, allow me to break it down for you. Starts breakdancing. You'll start by picking up your opponent's hand while it's pretending to admire your reflection. We can go over this method again if you like. We know that. Once you've had a good look at my opponent's hand, you'll need to signal how many cards of the strongest suit they own. We can go over again. Nope. When time is right, I'll put a deck in your pocket and send you away to go arrange the perfect winning hand. 2 aces for me, and... Tell me, lad, here's a test. High or low cards for my opponent. Incorrect. I thought this might trip you up. Give my opponent 2 kings. A strong hand will make him cocky, which will make him a better higher. Sure, it's risky, but this manipulation is sure to earn us a massive payout. Just don't go giving my opponent aces. You're already familiar with the individual sets, so let's see how you'll fare playing this without my guidance. He has 3 spades. My cup is empty. Where's the ace? There we go. We can rest. Let me play. You have to let me play. No, sir, you are not allowed at the table. I have to recoup my losses. No, you will not play. This is a respectable establishment. Yes, I saw. That young man from the inn. Way back in the beginning. Don't worry, he didn't recognize us. We can still pull this off. Follow my lead. Madam, monsieur, welcome to my humble establishment. Salutations, monsieur. I am the Duke of Passagrain, and this is my young niece, the Marquise. Enchanté, madame. The poor lamb is frightened by the perfume of vice that pervades gambling houses. A most enchanting scent. Rest assured, madame, I would never accept... See? I told you so. This establishment is a model of moralistic righteousness. These young people, so unimaginative, so dry. Pray tell, should we play together? To show the beauty of the game to the fair lady? I'm the owner of this house. I don't play. Sir, you should always accommodate old aristocrats. They have their uses. Of course. Mr. Dean, you seem aimless. I'm dreaming. Could I join you? With great pleasure, mon ami. Please, have a seat. Good afternoon, monsieur. Madame, you're far too innocent to linger in this pit of despair. Have we met before? Your face seems familiar. You're a quiet one, I see. Would you like to accompany me in the garden while these gentlemen are playing? Why, madame? Why care for your smelly uncle? I heard that, you cad. Leave my niece in peace. Damn, he has a lot of money. There we go. 1, 2, 3. A win for me. The hard part is finding the hand. I do feel a negligible amount of guilt. That was quite a rude defeat you just experienced. Dear, would you mind pouring me some wine? And go get some more. Who knows how long we will stay for. Madame, let me fetch you that wine for you. You are a cruel woman, leaving me to simmer with my pathetic attempts at seduction. Buddy, take the hint. We need the king. There we go. I had never met a niece as charitable to his uncle as you are, my beauty. What do we have here? What is this? We have here a second deck of cards, very well arranged as you can see. And we have here a sorry cheat. Monsieur. Yes, dear Comte, I recognized you right away. My good doctor, your medicine set me on a dark path. I've lost everything because of you. Ouch. I can hear you think. It's deafening. I was reckless. I deserved that punch. But also, I don't really want to talk about it. Now let me sleep, will you? Well, we still have some money. I write this in a face stiff with makeup. The Comte sleeps. I try to dab at his bloody nose and receive a slap for my efforts. Truth is, the Comte deserved that punch from Serenus. We set him on a path to ruin. Shocking to see his face destroyed by drink and his eyes. His eyes I will never forget. Pompadour Salon. So we're pretty much progressing. There's a lot more bits and pieces to this game than I remember, but we should almost be wrapping this up to get to the King's Table. But we have to go here twice. Here we go, Chapter 4. The Choice. How did I escape? With difficulty? How did I plan this moment? With pleasure. Alexander Dumas in the court of Monte Cristo. We're approaching the end of our journey, lad. Imagine what the king will say when he meets his long-lost son. Our fortune. But I'm getting ahead of myself with all this tug of Versailles. Let's get Paris out of the way first. We need to turn the king's favorite, Madame de Pompadour. She's our only way of getting a seat at the king's table. All of the eyes of the salon will be on us. How shall we strike? Indeed, we can't do anything out of the ordinary. We need to peek at a few cards, stack, Willis, shuffling, cut, all with minimum manipulation. Let me lay out step by step. Alright, pay close attention. We'll start with the technique I call Palm Glimpse. This is a sleight of hand that allows you to steal a peek at the top and bottom card of the deck. It's a crucial setup for the next stage of our strategy. Allow me to show you how to pull off the trick while I sat in an attentive table. Create an opening to peek at the top card by raising your hand to ask for my attention. While our opponents are momentarily distracted by my answer, steal a glimpse at the bottom card. You're going to look very suspicious if it takes too long, so act fast. How about go playing with the deck? Nah, I'm good. We'll follow that up with a progression of your old friend Pincer Shuffle. That's the visual trick where you appear to be shuffling normally, but are actually drawing cards from the top and bottom pack at the same time. In the past, you used this technique to stack me high cards, and indeed, sometimes you'll be blessed with 2 high cards when you peek at the deck. But often you won't. And sometimes you'll find it high and low mix. In short, you need to adapt to the situation that presents itself. As always, make sure high cards fall to me and low ones end up in my opponent's hand. Well, before we discuss the Pincer Shuffle progression, check over the version I taught you last time. Let's try. Here we go. Yeah, that's something I need to work with. Let's pretend you work hard to put the stack at the bottom of the deck. Yep. So pincer, and then we have to drop. pincer, drop. Pincer, drop. Pincer, drop. And then we lock it in. There we go. We're good. It's time we covered our progression of the streak and how we can use it after the Palm Glimpse. Take a look at the situation here. You have both a high and low card in your stack. How will we proceed? Wait. Well, I in-jocked him one card. But I didn't lock in for my opponent. I thought that might happen. It was a little cruel of me to drop you in the deep end. Well, how was this at your comprehension levels? Let's try it again. Stack the high card for me and my low card for my opponent. Yes. By now you know that every fall show begins with the same first step. We drop back cards to throw our opponent off our scent. Okay, that's a shuffle. Should be 2. You'd be correct for dealing the high card before the low card. In this case, the high card is already stacked, so it must be dealt after the low card, which you're about to stack above it. You need to count it as after my opponent, not before. Oh my god, that's actually confusing me. Hang on. Crap, now I'm really confused. What the hell? I have not struggled with a trick like this in a while. Well, the problem is if I'm dropping it from the top of the deck, not the bottom. I can't transfer it to him. It's the pincer shuffle. That's what I'm not doing. There we go. Let's try a new variation. How would you feel if my high card was at the bottom of the deck this time? Shit, I fucked up. Shit. What the hell? Why does it skip him? No, because now the comp gets skipped. Damn it. I can do it. If I do pincer... Well, by that logic, I just drop it once and then pincer. So I drop 2. But then that doesn't work because he gets skipped. I can figure this out. I gotta get this right. How? I'm used to do this flawlessly. That's what I don't get it. I'm using 2 to space it out. I'm just more upset that I'm failing this. Because there's no point in regressing and skipping it if I can't do it right. Like, I'm doing every variation, so why is it different? Ah, I fucked up. I pushed down by accident. Fuck. Like, I know two spaces separated, but I am doing two. Oh my fucking god, I'm genuinely pissed off. I've done every single why isn't it... Oh my god, my phone has not been charging this whole time. Are you joking me? I'm taking, like, way too long on this. See, why is it doing that? How does it skip me and go straight to him? That doesn't make sense. I'm genuinely stumped. Or else I'm just gonna keep failing this. I need to take this from the top. I'm actually getting pissed off. Oh my god. Wait, I think I've seen the vision. Fuck. Wait, isn't this the first one or the second one? Oh my god, there we go. Yeah, we already know the false cut. See, now in this instance, he's there. So how will I... There we go. Oh, what the hell? I want to keep practicing that. That took an embarrassingly long time to do. Because you have to do it fast or else they're going to get suspicious. One more time. There we go. That was quite the puzzle. Okay. Alright, I'm ready. me in, coach. The smell of money and arrogance. It's always the same. My friends, such a pleasure to see you in Paris. Let me introduce you to our host. Mon ami, do you know the Comte de Saint-Germain? He's joining us tonight with his son, Eugene. Of course I know the Comte, Enchanté de cher ami. Madame, I am at your service. I heard you're a fearsome player at the card table. Should we play together? What a lovely idea. It would be my honor, madame. What the hell? So don't tell me I'm doing a good job. We won by crude inadvertence and clumsy hazard. My apologies, madame. Uh-oh. Troubles are brewing. No false apologies, monsieur. It's a war and you've just won a battle. MacGregor, why are you here? To witness the defeat of the favorite? Madame, I'm certain you will prevail eventually. We shouldn't play with these gentlemen. Serviteur, Monsieur MacGregor. Oh boy. There we go. I had to think about that one for a bit. See, now somebody did a good job. What the hell? Money. Julie? Julie, where are you? I'm desperately in need of your strength and counsel. I will lose this game. I am here. How are you everywhere? MacGregor. Madame d'Aubigny. Wow, that one was easy. She's getting suspicious. Now I must leave you. Behave, madame. Comte de Saint-Germain, young Eugene, I have here a letter de cachet sent by the king. It authorizes your immediate imprisonment without trial. You will do no such thing. If you do, a friend hidden in the shadows will release 5,000 copies of a certain pamphlet. You think you can save your life with a bit of paper? The pamphlet relates in detail the events of the 12 bottles of milk. I don't believe you. Then let's bet. Everyone, out. In the name of the king, out! You too, son. Don't wait for me. I will send a messenger. Where is he? Eugene! I was afraid you didn't get my message. Yesterday I had a long and frank discussion with MacGregor. We came to an agreement. He wants us to disappear from society. In exchange, he will secure us an annuity in some lands. We will be rich, son. For real this time. And the king? McGregor made himself clear. If we attempt to approach Versailles, we will be arrested. He has ears and swords in every corner of Paris. Here's what's going to happen now. You and him are going to fight a duel. A fake duel. You will pretend to lose. It will put the rumors to rest and officially make this a closed case. We will then meet back here and we will leave for Brittany. Rich! You understand? And you? The Comte de Saint-Germain never existed in the first place. I will simply disappear. Now take this sword. When McGregor asks you to surrender, lower your weapon and fall to the ground. He will let you go after that. Good luck, Eugene. You came. Excellent. No Comte, obviously, but that doesn't matter. These are our witnesses. On guard. Low, mid, high. High, high, mid. Mid. Mid, mid, low, high. Mid, high, 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 low. But I win. Well fought, young man. Do you surrender? Well, I don't have a choice. Good. No. So this is you. The baby. The threat. I wonder how the Comte de Saint-Germain got his hands on you. You shouldn't have trusted him. He's one of us. He's like Erdnase. Like me. He betrayed you. 20 years ago, Sophie was betrayed too. Hurry, the king is coming. This is unexpected. This way. Make way for the king. Sophie, you're so pale. You're so cold. Sophie, Sophie, wake up. She's not breathing. What? Where are you? The baby. A boy. Alive and well. No, your majesty. You must not lay eyes on him. Why isn't he crying? Why can't I hear my son? He doesn't have a tongue. He cannot get attached. I will handle the situation. You, fetch the carriage. I have to leave. My poor Sophie. My hid in paradise. Sir, I hate to disturb your grief, but a matter of equal importance requires your attention. What is it? When I entered this room, I saw Erdnase throw a bottle. I am sure it was poison. He killed Sophie. This man murdered your wife. There was no hate or anger in the murder of Sophie d'Albany. Erdnase pitied her, I think. Even the king isn't to blame, not really. The monarchy must crush everything in its way. There's no high road. Are you listening? I'm talking to a cadaver. Messieurs, did you witness all this? That young man died in a fair duel, for spreading abject rumors against the king. Let it be known that I will never allow that. Good servant, hail your mistress. Death, the Lady of Bones. Who is this? Where am I? I can speak! In this realm, I make the rules. I am death, after all. Am I dead? Why is there a giant hand over my head? That is peculiar indeed. The shades visiting me don't usually come with a large hand. Maybe your life is not quite finished yet. Or maybe you won't wake up from this as if it were a bad dream. You don't know? Do I look like a philosopher? A rather pale one. Let's play. If you win, I will help you get rid of the large blue hand. They're all the same. Is this a trick? Are you trying to cheat me? I haven't done any cheating. What are you doing? Young man, you're completely unhinged. This is silly. Will you sit down, please? We're not finished. Oh, there I go. Off I go, apparently. Oh, he's gone. What a shame. I suppose I can play another round of patience. Sophie, do you want some tea? You're not Sophie. I don't recognize you. You need to drink this tea, my son. It's poisoned. It's for your own good. You don't want to drink the tea? But you drank it already. Shh. There. Sleep, little one. Then I jumped through the window on fire, with an army of hysterical nuns on my heels. It was worth it. Sister Aglame was an exquisite angel hiding in many delights under her robes. After that, I met an opera singer who swiftly got me pregnant. I gave birth to twin sisters, Sophie and Deborah. I taught them how to fight and fence, to sing lowly and read Voltaire to love. We were happy for a while, but then Sophie became a favorite, and Deborah escaped to the Americas. I gave them freedom. If only Sophie hadn't fallen for the king. How is he? Still weak, but he's healing. So this is Sophie's son? I'm not sure. But if nothing else, he's a victim of the Comet and McGregor. That's enough for me. Eugene? Shall I call you Eugene? Yeah. Eugene it is. What would you like to do next? McGregor is untouchable for now. You could use the Comte to get to him. The Comte is back in Pomodor's saloon. I studied how you played cards with him. You're a talented cheat. What were your tricks in Ludwigsburg? As I thought. I must say, boy, that Schindler glimpse trick is ingenious. And the fan signal? A compelling union of deceit and grace. That's your plan? Go after the Comte and trick him just like this? You have some nerve to enter the Pomodor salon again. But revenge is a powerful motivator, and the Comte deserves what's coming. So for that reason, I wish to share you with a little trick I invented in my youth. I call it the Stain Deck. It's nothing very complicated, but the Comte will know the technique and it may just be what gives you the upper hand. Take this. It's makeup. No one will suspect a thing thanks to your disguise. Now imagine we're sat at a table. You're going to mark the back of the cards in your hands with this makeup. I'll show you a system that will help me differentiate between the high and low cards. Start by giving me a high value card. Mark high value cards with a red makeup. So how we differentiate between each high value card? You're going to be discreet about it. Mark an ace in the corner. Move in a clockwise motion and mark a king on the side. Queen's New York in the center. Then jack on top. In the actual game, I need you to mark all high value cards, but for now let's move on. Pick me a low card this time. Let me do black. Mark 5 in the corner, 4 on the side, 3 in the center, and the 2 on the left. What the? There we go. Well, let me do it. Use the Shinner's Glimpse. Alright, let's do it. Fine, Comte, fine. You win. You can stop harassing me. I will get you that game with the king. Present yourself tomorrow at noon in Versailles. You do not need to bring cards. The king has plenty. Monsieur, I was considering leaving the table for the night. I'm the Comte d'Orloff, and I'm ready to put a lot of money on the table. Well, well, if you insist, I'm not one to relinquish a fair fight. The only issue is that we're missing a player. Your wife might want to join us? Gwendolyn, stop that immediately. Sit down and don't say a word to this man. I forbid you. A tough but wise call. Your wife is charming. She is also a very poor player, which gives me a better chance of winning. Alright, that's for her. 5 of diamonds for the Comte. How? Are you well, Count? He has 1 diamond. A spade. Two spades. A heart. We still has 2 spades. A diamond, a heart, and 2 spades. 2 spades. Well, 2 hearts, 2 spades. A spades is always higher. Money. Your triumph is Very quiet, madame. Are you blushing? Do not pester my wife with your insinuations, Comte. Deal the cards, my dear. Do not listen to him. I must leave. Monsieur, madame. What are you waiting for?